Hi everyone, we are warmly welcome you to my channel again. This is FURAHA Berthe. Something is special about today's session. The floor is for our children. Our young ones are going to share with us the benefit of reading books at home. On the floor, I'm with
Elsie,
Elsie.
Let's hear from them.
My name is Elsie. I'm so happy for this precious opportunity to share with you what I've gained from reading at home on this channel. At the start, I would like to remind and inform all children that reading is very crucial in our life for a number of reasons. Mainly, we read either for information or for pleasure. In either way, reading is very important. In area of debate, one scholar said, "If you don't read, shut up." This simply implies that without reading, the mind is buried and inapt for any kind of discussion. As far as I'm concerned, I usually focus on my readings on short story and Bible stories. For instance, I've been reading a series entitled Storytime in Africa, written by Caroline Stevens. The 5-book series contained child-level short stories that depict everyday life in general, and therefore provide the reader with a clear understanding and life in its all complexity. Time for joy and pleasure, challenge and crisis, respect, tradition habits in Africa, modern practices, ongoing change of the world, and so on. One good example of short story I have come across goes like follows in a summary. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Fatuma. Fatuma was about 12 years and liked to go to Sabbath school, but lived very far. Her parents did go, but were glad to see her going to the Sabbath school. Fatuma will do all her work early on Friday, then walk to the friend home. One day she had a lot of work, yet she wanted to go to the Sabbath school. She feared telling her parents as it was getting dark. She said to herself, "Jesus will care for me." She decided to go, and later she met with a leopard and then pray, "Let this leopard don't hurt me, keep me safe and send it away." She walked around him, then continued her path. Fatuma told her story to the people and then said that our God is great. And then the people replied, "He's great indeed." In conclusion, I call you upon, my fellow children, to read regularly simply because there is treasure hidden in book pages and to which teachers don't have time to expose us. Thank you.
Wow, Elsie, thank you for this short story. Now let's hear from Elsie also.
My name is Yunji. I'm happy to be with you on this channel. I also have something to say about the importance of reading as a primary pupil. As my counterpart have mentioned, teachers are not encyclopedias to give us everything, and neither are we infants to be always spoon-fed. As for me, I base reading on newspaper. In this way, I'm always updated on what takes place in country and elsewhere in the world. I can't easily follow all news on radio, so for rest I rely on newspaper and magazines. As a matter of fact, I always use my iPad to read New Times. For instance, I know that COVID was first found in China, Wuhan, and I do follow updates in statistics both locally and internationally. As a matter of fact, today in Rwanda, the new positive detected cases are 867 out of 9,047 tests. The number of all positive cases are rising to 39,914. Recovery cases is 0, and the total recovery cases is 27,272. 10 people have lost their lives, and the total number of deaths is amounting to 448. Likewise, I remember exactly the date on which the result of elections in the USA were published on 7th July 2021. Joe Biden was the winner with 51.3% votes, and Donald Trump with 46.3% votes. As I conclude, I have two simple questions for my fellow age mates in different school watching. 1. Do you think the information I got from News Time is very important to people of our age? 2. Does your teacher come to class with those all updates? Thank you.
Wow, Elsie. These questions are for you viewers. Remember, in comments you have to answer them. Thank you. Let's proceed with Elsie.
My name is Elsie. I have read a book on the life of Nelson Mandela, the former president of South Africa, written by Rowena Antinyen. On 18th July 1918, that boy was born in Mandela's in the province of South Africa. The name given to that baby was Rohi Halhala, meaning troublemaker in Xhosa language. Soon after his father's death, Nelson was adopted by his uncle, Chief Jonginawa. Since Nelson grew up in hostile political atmosphere where black people were seriously discriminated and marginalized, Nelson's ambition was always to fight for equal rights and the freedom of black people. He worked tirelessly alongside of his friends in African National Party to force the government to abolish the apartheid and adopt the egalitarian regime. In this kind of struggle, Nelson was considered as criminal and was imprisoned for 27 good years. However, though he was imprisoned, his political agenda did not stop. Both on Robben Island and Portsmouth prison, Mandela and his partymen intensified the activity and pressure on the government and the international community at large. Despite the harsh of conditional prison life, the African National Congress proved the victorious and released Mandela on 11th February 1990. Mandela called this event the first step of a rather long journey ahead of me and my people. Indeed, in his ultimate dream was to stop apartheid, impart equal rights, and restore black people dignity. Mandela became the president of South Africa on 10th May 1994. He ended up discrimination and taught the world a lesson of heroism and real democracy. He led only one term and left power to other leaders to take over. He passed on recently, December 2013. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elsie. Thank you, guys and viewers. Let's clap for these children. They have their time for reading books and sharing everything that they are reading with us. That is wonderful. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Bye. 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 Bye.